Hey, Year 11, we're up to 7G, which is using a regression line to make predictions, which can be called interpolation and extrapolation. So hopefully we remember how to get that regression line from a set of data using our CAS. If you don't, I'm going to quickly show you again anyway. But let's first actually have a look at what interpolation and extrapolation actually mean. So interpolation, predicting results inside a span of data, and extrapolation is pretty similar, except predicting results outside a span of data. So that's the difference between them. Interpolation's inside the span, extrapolation is outside the span. And we do that by using the equation of the regression line. So that's why we need to know how to use our CAS to work out that equation. Okay, so let's kind of refresh our memories. We're going to do this example with this data set, and the first thing it asks us to do is actually find the equation of that regression line. Once we've done that, we're going to be able to use that equation to predict certain weights. So we're going to do 2 today. Alright, so let me open up our calculator and we'll find the equation of that line. Okay, so our data set is height compared to weight. Again, that's a nice easy example that we can use to start off. I've already put the data in here as well, so you don't have to watch me do that. But we do have to work out what the equation of that regression line is. So let's start up a new document. Remember, we want our independent variable here, so height and weight, our other one over here. There we go. So we can see that there's a bit of a trend going up like that. So to work out what the equation of our line was, we go menu, analyze, regression, and we want that line. So show linear, a plus bx is the one that we want. Just there. Cool. So there is the line that we're after. We're going to be using that equation there, this one here, to make some predictions. Okay, so I've written down that equation that the calculator gave us, but I think it's probably better if we write it in a way that instead of having y and x, we have the variables that we're kind of comparing, so our height and weight. So x is always our independent, so that's going to be height, and that means y is going to be weight. I've also done it to 2 decimal places, you might notice as well. Awesome. So let's use this equation that we've got to make some predictions. So B, we want to predict someone's weight if they have a height of 165 centimeters, and we're gonna use this equation just here. So we're interested in the weight. If the height is 165 centimeters. So all you need to do is put that into your calculator, and it should tell you that the weight is going to be 69.44 kilos. Okay, now that's a prediction. That doesn't mean that someone that's 165 centimeters is absolutely going to be 69.44 kilos. That, as I said before, is just a prediction. So let's do the same thing with the next height, which is 200 centimeters. So again, weight equals, and we're using that same equation, but this time it's 200 centimeters. And once you put that into your calculator, you're going to see that the predicted weight is 104.09 kilos. Awesome. So we've made a couple of predictions, but I haven't really spoken much about whether they're interpolation or extrapolation. So let's quickly think about that now. If we look at our data set up here, we can see that the range of heights that we have, the lowest looks like it's 159 centimeters. So our span is from 159 centimeters to the highest looks like it's 190. Now hopefully we remember that if we're making predictions inside, it's interpolation. If we're making predictions outside, it's extrapolation. So if that's our span there, 165 centimeters is what we're predicting. Is that inside our span? Yes, it is. So we could say, therefore, this one here, this is interpolation. Whereas if we look down at this one, 200 centimeters, does that fit within our data set? It's a bit bigger, isn't it? It's bigger than 190. So therefore, we could say this prediction is extrapolation. And we're done. Hopefully those help you, or those examples help you out, and have a go at the questions that I've got written down for you. Thanks, Year 11.